All right, YouTubers, welcome back. My name's Dave, like always, and you found do it yourself, do it right. Well, it's another 2-week rental review, and this time Enterprise has hooked me up with a vehicle that I've already done a review on, but it's a newer version. And what is that vehicle? Well, it's none other than a Ford Expedition. So let's all right, so Expedition, the last one that I did a review on, I have to say that I really enjoyed that vehicle. If you guys want to check that video out, you know, link will be in the corner. If you're on your phone, if you're on your TV at home, you won't see the link, but you can search it in my 2-week rental review playlists, I guess they call it. So if you're new to these 2-week rental reviews, basically what I do is I walk around the vehicle. I'll show you the vehicle. I take you on the inside. I take you on a tour of the vehicle. And then I drive it for a week or two, depending on how long I'm in this place. I'm actually in beautiful Tennessee. The weather is just wonderful right now. So I'm only gonna have this vehicle for a week, and then I'm jet setting off to Denver, and maybe I'll have another one for you. But I show you the vehicle, I drive it, and then at the end of the week or 2 weeks, I tell you what I like and what I dislike about the vehicle. So let's start going over the vehicle, and I always start in the back. So this one opens up rather differently than every other giant SUV I've had. This one has like a split back gate, as you can see, and then this part folds down.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
And it's all automated. It's all push button. When you close it, you just hit the button and then they both close, which is kind of cool. I don't really understand why you need a split gate like this, but sure. It's kind of neat. It's kind of like a tailgate. It's kind of sit on a tailgate. Anyways, as you can see, my toolboxes are back here. This is a third row. I mean, I don't think you can have a giant SUV like this and not have a third row. There's power, there's seat belts, there's cup holders, there's power over here. This is how you flip the seats up and down. I believe that's a tie down, something or other. Looks like a tie down. Yeah, here's another tie down. And then of course, well, my stuff is in the way. It's always in the way. And then there's a little bit more storage in there. The last Expedition I had wasn't the extremely long version like this one. It was the shorter Expedition. This is an Expedition Max. I probably should have already told you that. And I believe it says active. There you go. Yeah, active. So it's a Max active. Towing hitch, all the plugins. That's got a brake. That's the 4-pronger. That's the round one. And then, you know, let's walk down the side. You can see the wheels. Not too crazy. It's I like the color, and it has some, well, maybe if we get in the sun, it has some sparkle in it. The paint anyways. But as you can see, it's got running boards. The gray, gunmetal gray. Just regular old mirrors. I will say that this one has not a lot of options, but the options that it does have are rather weird. And I'll show you on the inside. I think, in my opinion, I think Ford in this vehicle is getting a little too out there, a little over the edge, a little too much. This is nice soft touch here. Still soft touch. We got some hard, plasticky, metal looking stuff. This is how you get out after a rollover. There's a little storage area for French fries. Some more French fry storage area. Now all these seats fold up with a push button. Folds up, slides forward. That's so you can get into the backpack. Well, I guess I probably should have slid it back before I pushed it down. This is just regular cloth. Cloth material. It's not leather. There's nothing vinyl, nothing. Just cloth. Look at the bolsters. It's kind of different. Same with the back here. I have no idea what that's all about. Not a clue what all that's about. Oh, it's missing a plastic thing. It's a rental. Hopefully the rental people don't try to charge me for that. I don't see the plastic thing. It's not in the pack. Oh, okay. Well, we're moving on. All your controls for the back. Controls as in environmental controls. Nothing too special back here. I mean, it is, like I said, the options are pretty plain until you get up here in the front and you look at the dash, or lack thereof dash, I should say. Still the same, soft touch, soft touch. It does have a nice radio in it. Sounds pretty good going down Interstate 40 from Memphis to here. Sounded pretty good. Does have power seats. It's got a lumbar, definitely got lumbar. You can see the lumbar come out. And then, got some storage back down there. We got regular old glove box here. Nothing here. This is where it starts to get weird, folks. This is where it starts to get weird. We have, a center console. Forgot how to open it. There we go. It's got little opening latches on both sides. And then you got a big old cavernous storage area with a little pull out. Yeah, that's cool. Cup holders. I do like this center console part. Put all your stuff down there. You got power. This is your backup for your trailer. It's where the options start showing themselves. It's got the backup for the trailer. I guess that's why it's called an active. They expect you to have a trailer, like maybe a camping trailer or four-wheelers or something back there. I don't know. But it's got the backup thing. And we got a big old screen, another screen. I'll get over there and show you the weird steering wheel. It gets futuristic. Before we get to the driver's side, let's work our way around the front. We'll open up the hood, see what this thing has under the hood. Yeah, that's right. That's an engine. It's a 3.5 liter. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's really nothing special. New car engines are nothing but plastic and a bunch of wires and some turbo piping, inlet tubing, exhaust stuff, and a giant battery. It's really nothing great to look at, unfortunately. Yep, it's gasoline. That's what that says, pretty much. Anyways, let's get to the driver's side. I should say that if you want specs and torques and all this other horsepower stuff, I'm not your guy. I don't get into all that. What I do get into is how I like the way the vehicle drives, how it feels going down the interstate, how it sits when you're in the seat for a couple of hours. That's what I'm into. Numbers don't mean crap to me, especially when it's on just a bunch of papers. They can lie to you about numbers. You're never going to know what the actual torque is. Anyways, now that I'm off my soapbox, all your power, pretty self-explanatory. Windows, mirrors, locks, Nothing special there. And then you got, well, your your gate is open, park and brake, AC. And then we get to the futuristic, non-round, more rectangular steering wheel. If you guys couldn't already tell, I'm more of a purist. I'm more of a don't really rock the boat too much with my vehicles. Kind of keep stuff the same. But this vehicle, they've gone and changed a bunch of stuff on this side. Mainly, look at all these screens. Here's a giant screen. This is a giant screen for your dash. Let me turn the car on and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This whole screen up here is everything. Your speedometer, it's your, you know, it'll tell you that your door is open, tells you your park, here you go, miles, everything. That's got a map, your door is ajar, miles per hour, your fuel gauge, hopefully you guys can see all that with the sun. And then you have your regular infotainment with all your air conditioning, all your settings. That's your home screen, your vehicle settings. Man, it's got so much stuff that you can go around and play around with. This is your profile for your apps, fuel economy gauges. You can do all of this crazy stuff. Trailer trip, towing status, weather, trip. It's got so much. Tire pressure, I guess you do that, it'll tell you your tire pressure up here somewhere. Let me close the door. Yep, so then it's telling me I don't have my seatbelt on, but I want to know about my tire pressure. Eventually it'll go away. And then you got your Android Auto or your Apple CarPlay, whatever you use. This is your temperatures. You can sync them so they're the same. The only buttons are right here, starting with your auto off, parking, your hazards, camera, which is kind of cool. Click on the camera. Just like my truck, you can do a whole bunch of different views, different angles. You can see your tow hitch, see the back. You click on it, it goes away. You can see it full view, not available, whatever. But yeah, this is just like my my F250, or I'm sorry, F150. Got all your cameras, your traction control, and this is your driving modes. Well, there goes the pressure. Tire pressure just came up. Let's get out of that. Let's go to driving modes. There you go. Normal, tow, eco, sport, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. You can click on them here, or you can, well, I guess that's all you can do is click on them. Of course, we got the dial. Go forward, go backwards dial. And you can do the gear up and down when you put it in manual. This is your little brake squeezer over here. It's telling me that that dinging was the trailer's disconnected. All that's fine and dandy until we get to this steering wheel. Let me show you how this steering wheel works. All right, so I drove out of the sun. Now I'm pointing the other way so you can actually see the screen and what it does. So what I'm going to do is you touch this thing here and it brings it up there on the dash, and then you just move your finger around and you watch where it goes on the dash, and then you pick it from there. So this side is basically all cruise control stuff. This side over here is your volume, your skip forward. This little button here, you press that, and then you have a you know, a electric up and down steering wheel, in and out, left and right. See that? Now it's coming out at me. It's all power. And then to get back to your normal thing, you hit this center button. And I'll show you this up here in just a second. So now basically I'm just moving my finger on this little touchpad thing on the steering wheel, and hopefully you can see it moving up and then down. That's your play button, that's your skip forward. And then we're gonna do it over here on this side. Does the same thing. It brings up your cruise control. That's lane keep assist down here. That one up there is your cruise control. Click it and then you're set, and then you can adjust your distances. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about this whole dash thing. There is one thing in here that I'll show you that I think is pretty cool and helpful. This vehicle is rather large and it has a rather large blind spot. Well, that is until you turn on your blinker, and you can see it brings up the view on the side of the vehicle, which is super helpful. Hopefully you can see that. That's down the right side. That's down the left side. I do think that is super helpful. So the rest of this thing is rather normal. Your normal blinkers with your windshield wiper controls, the controls for the back one, and that's it. It's really all there is on this thing. Not a lot of physical buttons, and there's definitely no controls other than the touch screen. And I have to say, I'm feeling rather old driving this vehicle. I feel rather old because it's just, this thing just feels space age to me. Hopefully over the next week, you know, it kind of starts to feel normal with the weird dash and the crazy screens and the squared off steering wheel. Hopefully it'll start to feel normal, because right now it just feels foreign. And I don't want to give you the wrong idea because it just feels weird to me. Hopefully, like I said, it'll wear me down and it'll feel normal. So one week with driving this thing. I'll be back in a week, probably right here in this same spot, because the weather's going to be great all week. And you know, I'll tell you what my final thoughts are on this new and improved from the last Expedition that I drove, Ford Expedition. I believe this is a 2025. It's got 19,000 miles on it, so it's been getting driven. It's cold. It's a week later. It's kind of overcast, and well, I'm not in the greatest of moods. I'm here in Tennessee working at the Vanderbilt program, and if you've been watching the news at all, one of our helicopters crashed yesterday and killed the flight nurse. The other two are in the hospital. They're in critical condition. So I just want to get right straight to the point. Forgive me if I'm not my chipper self. I want to talk to you. Typically I just probably wouldn't make this video, but I do want to tell you my thoughts about this Expedition. And well, I guess the thing that I like the most about it is the looks. There are some things in the interior that I like, and I'll show it to you in just a second when we climb in there. But as you'd expect from an Expedition, it runs good, it rides good, it goes down the highway nice, it's quiet on the inside. It's everything you would expect from an Expedition Max. But it's not as good as I expected. It's not as good as the previous Expedition, and it's all because of the interior. So let me jump inside, because it's cold and I only brought shorts. So let's get inside. All right, so the few things that I like on the inside, I do like this console. I like this little cubby hole. I like that the cup holders actually hold my tea. And that's about it. I'll take that back. The seats the material is weird, but it's weird in a good way. It's like a smooth cloth. I don't know how well it would do with kids, but I don't have kids of the age to where I have to worry about them spilling stuff. So I'll say I like that. So let's get into the stuff that I don't like. And that is basically all of this. All of this. This square steering wheel, I hate it. I am never going to rent a vehicle with this square steering wheel. If this is in all the new Fords, I'm never going to rent another Ford. This square-ish, I say square, it's more of a rectangle. Sorry, I was held back in first grade.
God damn it.
This shape, it's terrible. It feels weird. And I think they do this cut so you can see this up here. Which, I know what they're trying to get at. They're trying to get, your eyes closer to the road. But it's just so not what it should be. I don't know. It's just so far from normal. And then these buttons, I'm not getting used to this whole thing here. I just don't, I'm like, oh crap, this is cruise control. Okay. This is that one for your infotainment center over here. I hate that there's no buttons. I hate that the little dial thing. If the truck only had a couple of these things, I'd be like, wow, this is actually not too bad. But you pile on all of this stuff, and it's just not it. It's not it for me. You got to go through here to figure out all your heating and cooling and blah. I just hate it. I don't like it. I like buttons. I like being able to turn dials. Instead of turning the heat up with this bull crap here, I like to be able to turn a dial. It's not it. Not it for me. It does turn rather sharp. I do like that. I think that's pretty cool for a giant vehicle. It does turn sharp. If I can figure out how to do it. Oh, here's the camera button. I do like all the camera views. It's the same kind of thing that I have in my F-150. I do like that. The camera views are great, but that's it. Nope, I take it back. When you're turning, the camera comes on. I do like that. But other than that, this whole digital gauge dash thing, not it. Not it at all. No thanks. Like I said, I won't rent another one if it has this setup. Just the way it is. And I felt that way before, being kind of down in the dumps about the accident. So this isn't a spur of the moment, well, he's just emotional kind of thing. Now, I've not liked it this whole week. I've not liked this cockpit. As soon as I got in it and I started driving it from the airport, I was like, crap, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So, maybe go watch some other people's videos, reviews about this vehicle. Maybe you might get a warm and fuzzy if you plan on buying one of these. But this is not it. If you're kind of old school like me, you're probably not going to like this. If you're a younger person and you can afford one of these and you have a family, a growing family, great. I'm sure you'll probably love it. But I don't. So, if you like these videos, you like these down and dirty reviews, drive them, show them, tell you what I feel about them. Give me a like, tag, share, follow, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And keep the Vanderbilt program in your prayers if you're the praying kind. Because they're definitely going to need it in the next week or so. So, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And like always, till next time. Thanks a lot.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, It's the biggest piece of dog shit.